So my name is Hera Chowdhury, and I'm a senior this year at Austin College, a small liberal arts university in Sherman, Texas. I'm here at Reba's Ranch House with Miss Betty Holland, a 91-year-old volunteer who's been volunteering here for the past 20 years. So Betty, tell me about your first time volunteering for the ranch house.
Well, the first time volunteering, goes way, way back. In the 80s, no, 90s. 91 I joined the auxiliary and had a partner in the gift shop at Barbara Point, and she was being interviewed to run the ranch house, and so she finally got the job and left me, and then said, how about coming and working at the ranch house and volunteering?
So Betty, tell me about your first experience at the ranch house.
I thoroughly enjoyed it, and the area was nice. It was congenial. It was pretty to look at, and as soon as you think you get to know somebody, then it's time for them to go home.
Yeah.
And I do a lot of knitting, and I love to knit, and so I do keep my hands busy. And anybody that comes that has had a new baby or are going to be the proud parents of new babies that have been born here, I find out what sex they're going to be in and offer them goodies.
So you didn't volunteer in England, so what caused you to maintain your commitment to the ranch house?
It was peaceful. I enjoyed it. And
have you ever met Reba?
Yes, I met Reba. Actually, I'd seen her before, but like at the groundbreaking, I saw her, but wasn't able to be out there with her like she wanted me to be, because I was on the bus. But she said, well, make sure she comes to the ribbon cutting. Mm-hmm. So we got invitations, my son and I, and they were not allowing cameras in at the reception, naturally, because there was so many people there. But they had two photographers, one for a magazine and one for a local. And my son knew Julie Ringler, and he went and found Reba and said, told her who he was, and that I would like a photograph taken with her. Mm-hmm. And I said that he said that I was, would like to have met her at the groundbreaking. So she said, well, where is your mother? He said, oh, back in the kitchen. So she said, well, go get her. And I got a picture, and of course, and he was surprised. It's got him in it as well. Mm-hmm. So there's Reba, and she is such a sweet person.
Did you speak to her? Did you
talk? We got to chat for a little while, yes, but the room was full of people.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, I first saw her, that's where I first volunteered, at her concerts.
So you were a fan of her before?
Yeah, and saw her driving down Main Street in the parade with a little tiny fella. Uh-huh. I mean, he was just almost a baby, just starting to walk. And that's the one that's now driving race cars. Uh-huh. And then I went and volunteered in the snack bar. Mm-hmm. And we'd hear her rehearsing at the football ground down the road, and love to hear her singing. But the concert was always great, but I didn't meet her, not face to face, until last year when this ranch house opened
for the ribbon cutting. And
she was so warm and so pleased to see me and to meet me, and the Paul, his friend, gave us the pictures, a nice big one.
Mm-hmm. So if you had the chance to sit with Reba, or perhaps dine with her, or have tea, what would you like to say to her? What would you want to talk to her about?
Well, I'd like to I don't know how she's managed the way she has with her son and the even those. I love to see her show,
mm-hmm.
and
on TV.
She's got a new one coming up, and how she keeps going, the energy she gets, and it's not just for Reba. She's helping the community. She is so easy, such an easy person to talk to.
Are there any particular guests at the ranch house that you remember or were fond of or had a special relationship
well,
with?
Well, the only one that really stands out was this young couple from New Jersey or somewhere up north anyway. Just a young couple that couldn't have children, and they were down here. A mother was having a baby for them, and they were so pleased, and so they got a hat and booties, of course.
Pink or blue?
It was a pink because it was a little girl.
So Betty, what has kept you volunteering all these years?
Looking forward to it, getting out of the house, meeting people. It's amazing that people are coming and say, well, hi. And some of them are bringing food, for instance.
Yeah.
And the reward is in helping somebody out and doing something different. I've learned a lot from just volunteering. I've learned a lot from the other volunteers and like young people like you that a different background altogether, and yet you're volunteering. So you know what makes you want to volunteer? Helping other people.